Hello, welcome. Just getting set up. It's like one-man show here. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Alex. Subscribe and start your daily yoga practice today. I'm here with a short flow. I am going to film this afternoon, so I thought I would warm up like I normally do, but warming up live. So no props required. Please feel free to follow along, and we will begin in a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. On an exhale, walk your hands out and away from you. On another exhale, bring your forehead down to the mat. Bring awareness to the present moment. Bring awareness to the breath. Alright. Let go of anything you were thinking about before, anything you have planned for later. All that matters is that everything is okay in this moment, right here, right now. Relax the muscles of your face. Keep the eyes open, the gaze soft. Breathe in and out through the nose. Walk your hands over to the right. Left hand on top, soften the left shoulder down. Then reach through the left side of the torso. Keep the left hip back and down. Walk your hands through center. And to the left, right hand on top, soften down. Come back to center. Press up to a tabletop position and tuck the toes. Let's draw some circles with the torso. To the right, left, back, and around. Feeling the weight redistribute between the hands in both directions. Feel the weight redistribute within each hand as well. Neutral spine, tabletop. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back. Long exhale, round. Neutral. Tuck the toes, hover the knees. Shift the weight forward just about an inch. Neutral. Untuck the toes. Extend the right leg back and up, hip height, knee facing down, and reach the left arm forward. Palm facing inwards. Lengthen the entire body. Press down through the top of your left foot. Nose or elbow to knee. Press into the right hand on the spine. And extend. Switch sides. Start by lifting the left leg up and back, and the right arm reaches forward. Reach even more. So intentional with your movements. It's bring the nose or elbow to knee, press down through the left hand, tuck the chin, and reach. Tabletop. Extend the right leg back and up again. This time bend the right knee and draw some circles to the right, in, back, and around. Soft bend in the elbows. Help to keep the torso level. Tabletop. Switch sides. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee and rotate left, back, and around. I just realized I got the date wrong. Anyway. Tabletop. One cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Hover the knees. Tabletop, hovering table. Downward facing dog. Press up, press back. Feet hip width, hand shoulder width. Let's pedal it out. Bend one knee at a time. Make sure the weight is in the front part of your hands. Relax the head and the neck. Walk to the top of your mat and ragdoll over both legs, and then straighten one knee at a time or both. Feel out where you are. And bring the feet together. Soft bend in the knees, relax over the legs. Press to stand. Bring the palms to touch. Reconnect to the present moment. The best one you have, the one we are working with right now. Inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead. Palms face each other. Lengthen the tailbone down. Wait for the arms to begin to feel heavy. Maybe they do already. Stay calm and with the sensation. Look up, reach up. On an exhale, swan dive forward. Hands down, right foot back to a lunge. Inhale, lower the right knee, shoulders draw back. Exhale, try to press both legs straight, press through the right heel. 2 more times. Opening up the hip flexor, draw in the core. And exhale, press the legs straight, long spine. Inhale, forward. Exhale back. Lunge. Lunge twist. Right hand down, left arm opens. Fingers spread wide, reach so far away. Left hand down. Left foot back to plank pose. Imagine you're floating. Lower all the way down. Rest the forehead on the left hand, bring the right foot in, quad stretch, press the hips forward. And switch. Release. Press up to a tabletop. And back to a downward dog. Inhale, lift onto the toes. Exhale, press everything back. Right foot, so for that, right foot steps between your hands, lunge. Inhale, lower the left knee, look straight ahead. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, open, forward. Exhale, press it back. Once more. Exhale. Lunge. Lunge twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Reach. Right hand down. Big step to the top of the mat. Exhale. Over longer legs. Round up. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, index fingers out. Press a button on the ceiling for 3 breaths, reaching up so far. Lift out, swan dive forward. Halfway lift, long flat back. And from here, hands down, plank. Lower your knees to the mat. We're going to do a Chaturanga Push-Up. You don't have to lower down if you don't want to. Elbows staying close. Halfway back up. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Let's hang out here. The first upward facing dog is my favorite. Linger. Shoulders away from the ears. Weight in the front part of the hands. Tops of the feet are down, and eventually the knees lift. Tuck the toes or roll over them. Back to downward dog. Long exhale. Hover your table. And press it back. Stand on the left foot, lift the right leg up, the hips square. It's like you're trying to step on the wall behind you. Squeeze the right glute, squeeze your leg a little bit higher. And knee facing down. Step the right foot between your hands, set up a lunge into Crescent Lunge. Hands to hips for balance. Get your shoulders over the hips, tall on the toes of the back foot. Generous bend in the front knee, and when the balance is there, reach your arms above your head. Press down through the legs without getting taller, except through the side body. Relax your expression, breathe. Hands to the mat, lunge. Right foot back to a plank pose. One chaturanga to up dog. Make it so intentional. Lower down halfway, knees up or down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale down. Stand on the right foot, lift the left knee faces down. Open up through the triceps. Press through the top of your hands. And lift the left leg that much higher. Lunge, preparing for Crescent Lunge. Remember, I do it myself. Try not to arch the chest forward too much. Arms overhead, shoulders stay down, palms face each other. Biceps by the ears. Hands to the mat, lunge. Plank pose. Downward facing. Hovering table. Remember to shift the weight forward a couple of inches. Downward dog. Look between the hands, walk or hop forward. Long exhale, forward fold. Round up. Palms touch. Reconnect to the present moment. Inhale, arms reach wide and overhead. Arms up variation or a back bend. Reach so far away, up, 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 and then start to go back. Lift out to normal standing, forward fold. Round up. Turn to face the long edge of the mat. Step your feet wide. Align the edges of the feet with the short edges of the mat. Hands to hips. Forward fold over separate legs. If it's too easy, walk the feet a little bit closer together. If this is really difficult, step the feet wider. It's a little counterintuitive. I just caught myself kind of hanging outward. I could have been challenging myself. All right, halfway lift for a twist. Right hand stays down. Open up, press the feet down. Okay, keep the whole arm in view. Press down and to the right with the bottom hand. In. Switch. Right arm opens. Right hand down. And stretch out the inner thighs. Bend into the left knee. Keep both feet flat. Keep the spine lengthening. The weight slightly forward. And switch. And back to center. Hands to hips for balance. Stand up. Interlace your hands behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades together. You can hold onto a towel or a strap if that makes this more available. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, forward fold with the arms flip over the torso. Try not to muscle anything. Just let the arms float away. release your hands to the mat. Hands to hips, stand up. Warrior two, right side. Turn the right toes to the top of the mat. Bend into the right knee. Hands to hips will keep the torso over the hips where you want it. You don't want to reach forward with the leg. Arms side to side. Draw the shoulder blades together and look to the right. Press the right leg straight, switch sides. Turn the left foot out. Right toes forward. Bend the left knee. Nice and deep, but don't take the torso with you. Arms reach side to side. Feel a nice stretch across the chest. And look to the left. And I talk about this a lot. Try not to lead with the chin when you look to the left. You just means you probably won't go as far. Press the left leg straight. Hands to hips for balance. Step to the top of the mat right away. Utkatasana, bend the knees, sit back, awkward pose. Make sure you can wiggle the toes and see them. Fingertips reach away from the tailbone. Sit lower. Press to stand, bring the palms to touch, minimize extra movement. Know that you are in control of your energy. Stand on the left foot and lift the right to about hip height. Hands to hips will help you to level the hips. Stay here, or if you can reach, hold your hands, interlace your fingers on the front of the knee, and pull the leg in toward you. Now we're not hanging like this just to pull the knee in and go to the next step. We're lifting the knee up so the rest of the body hasn't really adjusted. Let's draw some circles with the lifted foot wherever you are. Carefully back to 2 feet, bring the palms to touch. Feel the release of the left ankle as the right foot and ankle assist. Stand on the right foot, lift left. Everybody, let's begin with a hip height, trying to level the hips because the left hip will want to come up. Draw in the core. And if you're going to go, try to switch out the interlacing of the fingers sometimes too. And squeeze your leg in. Draw circles. With the lifted foot, relax your expression. Engage the core. Smooth out your breath. Two strong, capable feet. Inhale, arms reach overhead. 3 breaths or your back bend. Lift out, maybe a few more than 3 breaths. Forward fold. That's okay. Halfway lift, long flat back. And from here, hands down, plank pose. Separate the feet a little bit and lift the right leg. Try to stay floating. The leg won't go that far. 2 feet and switch. Press down again through the hands, unshrugging the shoulders as you lift the left leg. Like pose. All the way down to the mat. This time, reach your left arm out, palm facing down. We're going to roll onto the left hip. Open up the left chest and shoulder. You can use the right hand as a pillow and balance however you can with the lower half. Breathe. Release. And switch sides, right arm out, palm down. Roll onto the right hip. Back to center. For Cobra, tops of the feet are down, flex the toes against the mat, and lift up halfway. Lower. Press up to a tabletop, and back to a child's pose. Prop up onto your elbows. One hand to each shoulder. Walk your elbows away and bring the forehead down, opening up the triceps. Also a nice time to realize how far we've come since we first started moving together. Stay in the present moment. Be grateful for everything you've accomplished up till now. Release. Hands back out in front of you. Tabletop and downward facing dog. Lift the right leg back and up. Point the right toe. Squeeze the glute. This time let the hip open. Should feel pretty strong in the right hip. Glute. Relax the triceps, head and neck. Lizard lunge, right side. I almost went into pigeon. Lizard lunge. Both hands are inside of the right foot. Keep the knee over the ankle. And take yourself down to forearms, elbows, wherever you're going to go. Back knee lifted will be a little bit extra. Either way, pull the right hip back and lengthen through the torso. So eventually you're going to start to crawl your hands forward. Keep your expression calm. Keep your thoughts present. Start to release back into a three-legged dog with the right leg lifted. I love this sequence. I'm ahead of myself. I just know it all feels amazing. Pigeon right side. Same thing, try to lengthen the torso. You're not trying to just focus on one part, you're trying to let the entire body relax around within every Asana. Side note, I love the collagen I use. There's a link in the description box. Thanks. Let's start to press up. And back to a lunge, back to a three-legged dog, right leg lift. Right foot steps between the hands. Lower the left knee, half split. Standing on the left knee. Or, if it's in your practice, you can go into your full split. Wherever you are, just find a comfortable pace of breath. Ease in any discomfort you might feel. Learning how to be calm under pressure in yoga translates to real life abilities. Interesting. Make your way back to a lunge. Three-legged dog, right leg up. Once more. Feel it float all the way up there. Or just imagine it does. It will. It wants to. Downward facing dog, long exhale. And let the upper body open since the lower body is very stretched out. Lift onto the toes, tuck the chin, and ripple through, upward facing dog. Lift the chin at the end. Downward dog. Keep the chin out and away from you. Tuck the chin at the end, and then relax the head and the neck. Stand on the right foot, lift the left leg. Back up, let the hip open. Keep pressing extra through the left shoulder. To level them out. And try to remember how this feels now. That'll make it so you can observe what I'm talking about. Lizard lunge, left side. Hands inside of the left leg, knee over the ankle. Bring the left hip back, the right hip forward. Keep an eye on your thoughts. When they wander, just take note of where they go. If they are frustrated thoughts, if they are planning, and bring it back to your sensations in the present moment. Three-legged dog. Left leg lifted. Open up the triceps. Pigeon. Left side. Modify as needed. Or square hips to the top of the mat. Work someday the shin is going to be parallel to the front edge of the mat. Lengthen the spine out over your left leg. Feel that tension as it reveals itself. Lengthen out side bodies and your exhales especially. Three-legged dog, left leg lifted. Left foot between the hands. Half split. Everybody start with a half split. A chance to lengthen the spine. Get the hamstrings or heads up. I wonder if you can hear that bird. It's actually a blue jay. You did full splits or practice full splits over there. Are you subscribed yet? I'm working on my marketing. Just a few more breaths. Lunge. Three-legged dog, left leg up. Put 2 feet. Leg the upper body, especially because the lower body is so stretched out. Upward facing dog, ripple through. Downward dog. 2 more times. Really articulating through the spine. Press it back. Once more. Downward dog. Brain table. Child's pose on your elbows. Walk them away from you to get the most out of the tricep stretch. Sit up. Come up to a tabletop and lie down on your stomach. Quad stretch on the right side. Press the forehead. On the left hand, bring the right foot in. Switch. Release. Locust. Arms are side to side. Tops of the feet face down, feet hip width or less. Remember that stretch across the chest. Let's do that again as we lift arms and legs off of the mat. Lower down. Press up to an upward facing dog. So you're just going to waddle up however you get there. Leave the knees down. Dip onto the left hip, look over the right shoulder for the back right corner of your mat. Switch. And back to center. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Ripple through to a tabletop and lower all the way down to your stomach forward floor bow. Remember when I said this was going to be a short flow and it's a full class? All right, knees hip width, hold onto the outsides of your ankles. Roll the shoulders back and down. Kick into your hands. And lift. Relax your expression, breathe. Lower down. Press up to a strong tabletop. Hover your table. Downward dog. Upward facing. Downward facing. Tabletop. Let's stand on our knees for camel. Knees hip width. To bring the heels closer to you, tuck the toes. You're going to start with your hands on the lower back. Fingers facing down. Roll the shoulders back. Press the tops of the feet down and lift your gaze. This is already a lot. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And if you're going to move on, you're going to reach back one hand at a time for the heels and keep lifting up and up through the sternum and go back. One hand at a time, lift out. Sit back on your heels. Straight spine. Breathe. I'm going to do that again. Stand up. Move very intentionally. Lift up. You really are pulling up like there's a string on your sternum. Roll the shoulders back, and one hand at a time. Reach back through your heels. Lift the chest up. Lift out. Sit down. Oh my gosh. All right, lift up. Camel. You got this. Ready. Downward facing dog. Long spine. Notice how we did some deep back bends, but we never immediately rounded after. Nothing too shocking. Healthy spines are a good thing. Tabletop. Bring your feet out and around in front of you. Lie down on your back. Take a moment to really let the whole spine lengthen out. Lower the chin to lengthen the back of your neck. Hug the right knee in and twist to the left. Right arm out and away from you, palm down. Try to keep the shoulder down as opposed to only focusing on the knee. Come back to center, switch sides, draw the left knee in and twist. Guide your leg across to the right. Left arm out and away, palm down. Back through center. Reach your arms overhead, reach your legs away from you. Bring the knees in toward the chest. Find stillness. One hand on each knee, or if the box grip is available, go for opposite elbows. And don't cross the feet, just let them be next to each other. Happy baby. Soles of the feet up, knee, elbows inside the knees. Let the knees go wide. Hold the outside edges of the feet. Uncurl the tailbone to press the feet into your hands. Hug your knees into your chest. Lift your legs, forward legs up the wall. Hands are underneath the lower back. The knees can be soft. You're looking for minimal effort. Soft gaze straight up. So the bent knees will help you to get the feet over the hips without having to strain to keep them straight. Stay here. Or you practice shoulder stand. Remember to keep the weight off of the neck. Keep a space between the chin and the chest. And reach straight up with your feet. Now the legs are straight and reaching. So I'll go back to legs at the wall. Knees in. Shavasana. Palms up by your sides. We'll just be here for a short amount of time. You can do it. We will close together. For now, close your eyes and just exist. I will be in touch. Introduce a deep breath. Pause at the top. Exhale. Near the end of the breath, blink the eyes open. You actually feel the light as it enters your eyes. Bring some of that gentleness with you as you make your way back to a seated position. Sit up tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Reach the left arm up and over, side body stretch. And lift, switch it out, right arm up and over. Both arms overhead. Twist to the right, float the arms down, look to the right, sit up tall. Release through center, arms lift. Stay lengthened, twist to the left. Closing breath, inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead. Look up, reach up. Exhale. Lower your hands down. Gratitude for your presence. I am so lucky, grateful for your presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, namaste. Thank you. If you are still here, thank you even more. If you're new here, welcome. Please do subscribe. Please check out some of my favorite things in the description box below. I post a lot of yoga and